Hey guys, it's Erin here, and for today's video I will be talking about my hair. So I get a ton of questions every day asking me about my hair, so I'm going to answer the top 3 highly asked. Number 1, how do I care for my hair as a swimmer and surfer? Number 2, how do I get natural beach waves that you see on my Instagram posts? And number 3, is my hair naturally this color? So this video is going to answer all those questions and more, so let's get right into it. So if you don't already know from following me on social media, I grew up as a competitive swimmer, which is probably the worst sport if you want beautiful hair and skin. So from about the age of 6 to 19, I just remember being in the pool anywhere from 2 to 4 hours a day, every day, which is a lot of exposure to chlorine. And in high school, I remember like licking my skin and smelling it, and I would smell like chlorine, which is kind of gross for you people who probably don't swim. In my competitive swimming days, I just remember that it was constantly a battle trying to reverse the effects of the chlorine and sun on my hair and my skin. My hair was a disaster. I remember it being really dry and bleach blonde from the chlorine, and like constantly tangled and frizzy and just really unmanageable, and I was not a fan of how it felt. And then my skin was a nightmare in itself, especially my back and my shoulder region. It was just constantly flaky, like to the point where it looked like a reptile. It was so bad, and it was just really itchy and irritating, and I really did not feel confident about the way my skin looked. And regular lotion was just not doing it for me. So I like went on Google and I looked up ways that I could treat my hair and my skin from drying out so much, and I read from multiple articles that coconut oil was actually a good product to try. So I went out and I got some coconut oil. Honestly, it saved my skin and my hair so much. What I would do is lather on this coconut oil every time I got out of the shower. And then I also remember having like this green bottle of Garnier Fructis, I think that's how you say it, that I got at Target that I loved. It was this leave-in conditioner that smelled really fruity and nice. And I kid you not, I would go through like 1 bottle a week. That is how much leave-in conditioner I used in my swimming days. So over the last few years, since I stopped swimming competitively in the pool, I now spend most of my time in the ocean. So I'll swim in the ocean in the summertime at home if it's warm, or like when I'm traveling. And then I surf year-round. So instead of chlorine, I now have the stress of sun and salt water to deal with. I had to develop my hair care routine to suit my lifestyle. So there's 2 situations in which I have a typical beach day. The first is more fun, and it's like if I go surfing with friends and just hang out at the beach. And then the second situation is if I'm going to work as an ocean lifeguard. So I treat these 2 situations a little bit differently. I usually just spray some UV protector spray in there, go for a surf, come out, lay out on the sand, put my hair up in a bun. And then I've noticed that when my hair dries out and I take it out of my bun and like kind of shake it out, it makes these really, really pretty natural waves that I'm never able to recreate without being in that situation. Usually it's a little bit frizzy and tangled, so I'll just spray some detangling spray in there, or like put some oil on the ends, and then I'm pretty much good to go. In the case of lifeguarding, I've noticed that I don't get that same effect. When I take my hair down after my shift is over, it's really tangled up, knotted, usually dreadlocked, and then I will just have a ridiculous amount of sand stuck in my scalp just from like being on the shore break all day. So in either situation, when I get home from the beach, the first thing I like to do is to take a shower. And I make sure that I shampoo my hair really, really well. Like I get in there and I scrub. Otherwise, I will have sand in my scalp for days, which is kind of gross. So I don't want that. And yeah, so I'll spend some time shampooing my hair and it feels really nice. And then I'll put conditioner in the ends. After that, I basically just towel my hair and let it air dry. I like to take a wide tooth comb and just brush out any knots that I have, which usually I have quite a few. And I like to use a wide tooth comb because it helps prevent breakage, especially when used with wet hair. And after that, I kind of just let it air dry, throw it up in a bun or whatever, because I like to keep things low key, especially if it's just like my daily hair care and I'm not going out anywhere. I don't typically use heat on my hair, like any styling tools, on a daily basis because I feel like my hair is damaged enough and I don't want to contribute to that. So next I'm going to talk about how I get my natural texturized beachy waves kind of look. Like I said earlier, the best way I like to do this is to actually go to the beach, hop in the ocean, put my hair up in a bun, and then just let it dry in the sun. But if I don't have the opportunity to do that on a daily basis, this is what I do. Every night before I go to bed, I like to spray some sea salt texturizing spray in my hair, and then I'll make 2 braids. I'll do like a little French braid on the crown of my head, and then it just goes down to a normal braid, and then I do that on both sides, and then I just sleep in my braids. And then in the morning, I'll take my braids out. So I've noticed that if I just take my braids out and not do anything, it looks really unnatural and just obviously looks like I braided it. So what I do, it's kind of crazy. I flip my hair over and I kind of just scrunch it up for like 10 to 15 seconds. I like to just mess it up and it breaks the wave and it makes it look more natural. And so that's what I do to get that natural texture in my hair without using any heat styling products. And then after that, I'll either put a little bit more sea salt spray in there or frizz control or oil just like right in the ends so that my ends look nice and healthy even though they're not. That's basically how I do my hair for every day. And in terms of styling, my top 3 most common ways of doing my hair, actually maybe top 4. Down simple like this, ponytail, a loose bun, or like if I'm feeling fancy, sometimes I'll do a little braid on each side like this and clip it in the back, and it'll be like this pretty half up, half down kind of look. But that's only for like special occasions. Another question I get all the time is this my natural hair color? And the answer is no, it is not my natural hair color. My natural hair color is dark brown or even black. You can kind of see it in my roots, especially when my roots start to grow out a little bit more. I mean, I am half Japanese after all, and my mom has like jet black hair. What I've been doing over like the past 4 years or so is getting my hair colored by Bianca Hillier, known as Bianca Color on Instagram. She works out of the Andy LeCompte salon in West Hollywood. So like twice a year I go to see her and she touches up my hair and she colors it with a technique called balayage. So no, my hair color is not natural, but it looks like it is, and that's why Bianca and balayage is so amazing. Also, the fact that I color my hair contributes so much to my hair drying out. So every time I go get my hair colored, Bianca gives me this little bottle of a product called Olaplex, and it's basically a leave-in conditioner for color treated hair specifically. So anyway, I hope this video answered any questions you guys might have had about my hair care routine. I really don't know what else to say about my hair at this point, so I'm just going to end this video. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.